illegals sneaking across our border, putting Americans' safety and jobs at risk.
According to campaign ads like these, there's a war brewing in America. Illegal immigrants are the enemy, and life as you know it is the target. Reacting to a growing anti-immigration mood in the country, Republicans are stepping up their war on illegal immigration by stoking voters' fears. But when the so-called enemy is also one of the fastest growing voting blocs in America, politicians are trying to pander to Latinos, hoping their other voters aren't looking. Like Nevada Republican Sharon Engel, who even in her about-face attempt to reach out to Latinos, actually ended up offending them.
I don't know that all of you are Latino. Some of you look a little more Asian to me.
In Arizona, Senator John McCain had been known as an advocate for humane immigration reform. But in the past year, he has embraced the right-wing attack on illegal immigration.
Drug and human smuggling, home invasions, murder, and complete the dang fence.
It'll work this time. Senator, you're one of us.
For many Latinos, it was simply another poignant example of politicians abandoning them. Democrats also use Spanish-language ads to target Latino voters.
Fiorina está en contra de una reforma migratoria.
An increase in deportations and a lack of progress on immigration reform has many questioning the motives of Democrats as well. But the hypocrisy of U.S. politicians saying one thing but doing another isn't lost on Ron Gochez, a community organizer.
Although we might have been fooled in 2008 with the promises of hope and change, I think that people have seen that in reality, the conditions have actually worsened for our people.
Nor on this Los Angeles voter.
The one that I'm going to vote for, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything because it's pretty much, it comes down into money.
Feeling abandoned and demonized by the politicians they elected, Latinos are growing disillusioned about politics in general, something that conservatives try to take advantage of.
Don't vote this November. This is the only way to send them a clear message. You can no longer take us for granted. Don't vote.
It's outrageous to kind of just fall behind this message that we are taking it to the system when you actually have a political agenda for one of the parties.
Producer and activist Axel Caballero helped launch the Cuéntame online campaign, which urges Latinos to flex their political might. Latino voters are growing in numbers, and whether politicians like it or not, Caballero says they'll soon be forced to get the message.
Well, they're going to care. They're going to have to care because we represent, for example, specifically in California, almost 21% of the electorate.
But for the moment, the feeling in the Latino community remains that politicians don't care.
If there would have been a change, we all would have seen it, and we would have all run out and voted.
Here, we have what we call a two-party dictatorship. It's an electoral dictatorship that really is, it's a two-headed beast that represents the same elitist group.
It is this hypocrisy by the politicians that is both the source of frustration for Latino voters and inspiration to rise up and stand up against the forces that have oppressed them. After all, revolution and social mobilization is in the blood of this growing population of Americans. In Los Angeles, Ramon Galindo, RT.